Good day, I'm Tamara McHale, and this is your JIS news for Tuesday, July 12. Jamaica is now on stronger footing, following a brainstorming session on growth and debt management strategies sponsored by the World Bank. Tuesday morning seminar drew from global policymakers, international experts, and countries like Costa Rica, Latvia, and Singapore, which have successfully turned around their economies following difficult times. Government also heard how it could implement debt management strategies and collaborate with the private sector to accelerate growth.
We make a commitment for actualizing what we have learned. A commitment to a resolve for economic growth and prosperity for our people.
For her part, the World Bank's country director Sophie Certain commended Jamaica for the implementation of its proactive debt management strategy, structural reform in the financial and public sectors, and its investment in competitive sectors.
It is really on these achievements that we want to build today to identify together additional initiatives, additional reforms, additional policies and investment that could leverage these achievements to accelerate progress towards sustainable and inclusive growth.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness is reassuring the public that all is being done to bring the killer or killers to justice, even as he mourns Saturday's murder of a 3-year-old girl in St. Anne. Mr. Holness says he's had conversations with Police Commissioner Dr. Carl Williams, who has assured that good progress is being made in the investigations. The head of government is also calling on all Jamaicans to be parents to all children and report suspicious activities. In the meantime, Mr. Holness says he will be pursuing suggestions to define, redefine, or augment offences and punishments for the murder of pregnant women and other forms of violence against women and children. Among them, fast-tracking amendments to the Offences Against the Person Act, the Domestic Violence Act, and the Child Care and Protection Act. Government has exceeded its tax collection targets for the first quarter of the 2016-2017 fiscal year. In a statement, Tax Administration Jamaica TAJ says it was over its $22 billion June target by 12.2%. Since April's start of the new financial year, collections were at $61.9 billion. The TAJ says the performance was as a result of its focused compliance strategies, which also led the agency to surpass its annual target for 2015-2016. Those strategies include the implementation of the Revenue Administration Information System RAISE, online filing for some taxpayers, and a system-generated penalty of $5,000 per month per return for late filing. The Tax Administration Department's compliance activities have also been bolstered by the passing of several pieces of legislation, namely access to third-party information and garnishment. The Street Lighting Installation Loss Reduction and Community Renewal (SILC) program will be implemented in August. Portfolio Minister Dr. Andrew Wheatley announced the program's implementation timeframe during Sunday's broadcast of JIS TV's Issues and Answers program. The SILC program, budgeted at $1.25 billion, will result in improved electricity supply to 25 communities in Kingston, St. Andrews, St. Catherine, and St. James.
The money is already available, it has been identified, and all the players are involved. We are bringing on board Jamaica Public Service, NESOL, which is a government entity, formerly REP, JIS, and of course it will all be managed by the ministry to ensure that the objective of this initiative is fully met.
Government is looking to establish up to 5 agro-economic zones for farmers. It's expected that the zones will not only provide a more reliable market for their produce, but also reduce predial larceny. Minister with responsibility for agriculture and fisheries J.C. Hutchinson says all the produce from farmers will be taken to the zones by refrigerated trucks registered for the purpose.
All end users will purchase their produce from the zones and be given an invoice or cash or charge receipt. Inspectors will be deployed to inspect all end users of agricultural produce. These end users must provide the proof of purchase from the complex, or else we are going to be putting in place that they be fined up to $3 million.
Mr. Hutchinson was making his contribution to the sectoral debate in Parliament recently. The agro-economic zones will be equipped with cold storage facilities, abattoirs, and wholesale outlets. They will also offer grading, packaging, processing, and drying services.
With this structure, the farmers would have a ready market for their produce. which would encourage farmers to expand their production and entice new entrants to the agricultural sector. It is felt that under this system, pre-deal larceny would be curtailed by about 70%.
And finally, youth and children are being targeted through an essay competition aimed at finding solutions to population issues. Organized by the Planning Institute of Jamaica, the competition was launched on July 11, World Population Day, under the theme, Investing in Teenage Girls, Engaging Men and Boys.
We hope that this essay competition will strengthen your capacity and your ability as children and youth to contribute to the achievement of the goals and outcomes in Vision 2030 Jamaica, and particularly one of our outcomes that speaks to a healthy and stable population and many of the issues we are discussing today, such as adolescent fertility rate, population growth rate.
The competition targets students 10 to 24 years through 6 essay topics and 3 categories. The winner of each category will receive a trophy, a Vision 2030 Jamaica gift basket, and cash prizes from $20,000 to $40,000. Deadline for submission is October 14, 2016, and entries can be submitted to the offices of the Planning Institute of Jamaica or by email. And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Tamara McHale. Thank you for watching.